How are you gentlemen today?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing good.
Good. Are we live? Great. We are joined today by Billy Mitchell, the winner of Donkey Kong throughout history. You currently have several lawsuits going on. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, the people who are suing me are frivolous and they'll be countersued for damages to my mental health and for my legal fees.
That is really interesting because last I checked, you were the one suing everyone.
Oh, was I? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm sure the
Oh,
mental health,
yeah.
yeah, took a hit there. But all right, I'm going to introduce you as Billy from another. What was your name?
What?
What's your name?
Uh, oh, Will Markland,
Will Markland from the what podcast?
the True Narrative Podcast.
All right.
You can call me Skyler, that's fine.
All right.
Mine is? Oh boy.
Okay, my mic is now going through the live stream. All right, so this is all good now. Thank you all for coming out. This is the Dirty Dive Podcast, episode 12, with Marbles as usual. But now we have Skyler over here, Aka, Will, Mark, whatever. Can you tell us a little bit about this? First off, you said your voice was the same in that fucking podcast. Marbles, did you hear his voice in that podcast of any portion that you listened to?
I did not yet.
I couldn't hear it. It doesn't sound the same. You sound like the Skylar I remember, but I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, what's going on with that podcast? Because is this that same guy you were like always fucking around with that had like that public television show?
Yeah, it's that same guy. Yeah.
Just can't let him go, fellas.
He's a big time lolcow, man. Like he's big time. Not
What was his
super
name again?
popular, but Gorgeous George.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
So you just run a podcast where y'all talk about him? I mean, I'm assuming y'all would have to eventually run out of material since he doesn't have a show anymore, right?
No, the thing's evolved a lot since the time of the television show. Now we have people on the PIs on the ground following him.
Wait,
he was
what?
spending, yeah.
Now, are
Uh,
these PIs actual PIs, or are these guys from the podcast?
no, they're one of the PIs was on the podcast, but no, they're legit PIs that are hired um by a South African mercenary that's the head of trolling Gorgeous George right now.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Save
Yes.
that
Glad
one.
to see South Africa's bouncing back.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I like to see that
awesome.
part of the country
Well,
doing something useful for once, you know?
For my clueless self and some of the audience, can you tell us anything major about Gorgeous George? What in one sentence or more? Why is this guy a cow?
Narcissistic lolcow is all I can say. Like the dude is just like a cartoon character, a narcissistic cartoon character.
Is he like is he like Phil? What's that gamer name?
Dark
Phil.
side,
Yeah.
dark side Phil.
Is he kind of like
Uh,
him?
no, kind of like most lolcows are narcissists, so like they have that in common. I would say that do you know who low tier god is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I would say he's more like low tier God if low tier God was fat, white, and was homeless driving DoorDash for 18 hours a day and lived in hotels every once in a while. That's who I would equate them to. Especially if you've been following like all the low tier God drama that's been going on recently with like June the King and shit.
Yeah, I can't say I've been really catching up with that, but I do love the channels that archive the three
The
people.
streams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always a God. I keep wanting to call him Sexy Phil. It's a Dark Side Phil, and the fat dude.
Wings of Redemption.
Yeah, Wings of Redemption.
Yeah.
And then I guess Low Tier God or somebody else is the third one. But there's this guy that like uploads music with their like audio that they do. Like he uploads rap albums of them. Have you seen that?
No, I have not.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to link that to you because it's so fucking.
You're talking
funny.
about MC Jarbo, right?
It's probably something like that. Yeah, and they have like, Phil's like obnoxious snorting that he does as like the background to help out
Yeah.
with the beat.
I think I've seen those. Those are really good.
I really need that money. Like that's one of the sound bits they use. They try and make them into rappers. I'm guessing y'all don't have that yet in the system.
No, I don't.
George can't be like the best sometimes, but you've got great numbers. I mean, obviously they're better than our podcast. So
Yeah, surprisingly, a lot of people relative, not as much as like Dark Side Phil or like Wings or anything like that. Not as many people that follow him, but there's still a pretty decent amount of people that at least follow the basic content that we put out on a couple of different troll channels. Like average 500, 600 viewers after the videos have been up for a while. Right now, the channel that the podcast is on is currently uploading recorded phone calls between George and his old paralegal that turned on him, who was writing his court papers for him. So that guy had been recording phone calls with George about various things for like almost an entire year. So the guy who owns that channel is uploading those now in order, like a couple times a week. And after they've been up for like two weeks or so, they've usually got like 700 views or so. Sometimes they're like 1,000, but yeah, a lot of people follow it, surprisingly. I wasn't aware that many people were, and we have a Discord for it and everything too.
Is there a written account of this? Is there like a Kiwi Farms, something along those lines?
He's not on Kiwi Farms. I don't
Wow.
think he doesn't have a thread on there. No,
he's
mostly
not that
he,
mainstream, okay?
Yeah,
Like, this
maybe,
is
maybe someone should.
this is real people shit.
I think he's been on there. He came from Something Awful, but Something Awful doesn't talk about him anymore. It's mostly just YouTube and our Discord that keep the entertainment flowing.
That's crazy. I didn't know
Okay.
you had a cool ass Discord and all this life. See, this is what happened. You left us, and then you decided to go into better pastures. I guess that's what it sounds
What happens
like.
what happens is he adapted with the time, and we slowly became irrelevant dinosaurs.
That too.
And we
Yeah,
shrunk.
that's true.
No, I mean, I've been following Gorgeous George since like 2009. It's just when I was talking to you guys, I wasn't as involved with it due to some drama that had happened within the scene. And then after a while,
what
within
drama?
like the past, I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to. And it's not what we're talking about. And
This is some good radio.
no,
Hey,
I don't
is-
I don't want to drudge up that shit.
Is this between us? Is this the stuff that happened to us?
No, this is stuff that
Is this
happened
the
in like
troll posse?
2000.
The troll
No, that's
posse
not
lives again.
the troll posse was probably one of the most fun times I've had trolling though. Like those Skype calls, having those Skype calls all the time with the various characters and getting Dan's in there and Repsion. I didn't know Repsion still made videos and was still popular. I thought that dude had just like died or something.
I
He became
wish.
an Onision A-log where he was just like, can you believe Onision did something in his backyard without state supervision? He just stayed really fucking boring.
I
But-
think this is, I know, the total conspiracy theory, but it's like, I'm believing it more every day. I think people like Mr. Repsion and others that rely on Onision for content are actively trying to make sure that he does not get arrested so that he can keep making videos.
Well, that's what happened with Chris Hansen bungling the investigation so badly. Like,
Yeah.
now nothing is going to happen. He's just on TikTok or whatever.
Skyler,
Or OnlyFans.
Skyler, what do you think about child predators?
Oh man, I got really into TCAP in the past year or so. Like I've been watching I downloaded all the episodes. I've seen them multiple times. I watched the clips on YouTube. There's this channel called Saul that uploads clips of all the different predators. So I've been watching those for the past couple years. So I'll pop on a video game and just put the playlist on. And I listen to Chris Hansen's podcast every single week about basically the predators that he caught. And I think that child predators are despicable, but they're also, some of them can be great lolcows at the same time, like Lauren Armstrong.
I was going to say like Lauren Armstrong because he had a ton of
Yeah.
videos about him.
Yeah,
Who's that?
he's a definite lolcow.
He's a retarded pedophile.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, to put it succinctly.
Yeah.
Was he
Yeah,
on To Catch
one
a
of the-
Predator?
So yeah, he's one of those guys where he comes into the house and Chris is like, "Why don't you have a seat?" He's like, "Okay," and he just sits in like an armchair and puts his feet up. And he's like, "So what's this about?" Like,
When
just
do
too
I have
dumb
the
to know.
sex with the underage woman?
You came
you
here
should-
to rape a child. Sure did. He's just one of those guys.
Yeah, he was funny. His interview is really funny. There's a lot of memes that came out of it. I don't follow Lauren like super close. I just kind of like casually observe when videos go up about him, but I don't
Yeah.
like read about him or anything like that. I just watch YouTube videos.
Yeah, I also like to binge watch on To Catch a Predator yearly, like once a year. It's just good to just go through them and like see those weirdos squirming.
Yeah.
And Chris Hansen makes it good a lot of times because he really enjoys that, like making them uncomfortable, which I think we can all relate to as well. We enjoy that.
Have you seen the newer, like the newer?
I was going to ask about that.
Chris Hansen stuff.
The
Like
ones
the-
where
It's all right.
he's using
like
like
the old
Tinder
ones.
and stuff, right?
Yeah, people were using Whisper.
Ooh.
That's where it was. People, at least a couple of them came from Whisper. But like, yeah, the ones that Crime Watch Daily or something produced them, and then he did another one like 6 months ago where this one was even. They get progressively worse as they go on in terms of production quality. But this last one was just people getting lured to a hotel room to have sex with an underage kid. And then they'll get arrested by the police, and then Chris comes, and it's a double bed hotel room, and they'll have one dude sitting on the bed, and then Chris comes and sits across from them on another bed, and they're in handcuffs, and he's just like, "Okay, well, you want to talk about why you're here?" And it's just really awkward. Like the funniness about that show is, and the enjoyment factor comes from the fact that the predators don't know that they're directly in trouble. They don't know what the fuck is going on, and when you take out the surprise factor from that situation, it doesn't make the show feel as believable.
Yeah,
I don't
it's just
think, like, at
depressing.
least, yeah, and
mean,
it doesn't make it.
It kind of reflects his career. Like he's been circling the drain for a while now.
Yes.
I feel like he really had his high point. Now he's like literally in a hotel room. Cop says you're under arrest, and Chris is like, "Why do you think you're under arrest?" It's like, come on, this isn't
Yeah.
why I watched.
Yeah, that's how the new one is. It's really bad. It's like I've seen it one time and that was enough for me. I also didn't realize that they busted an 18-year-old for trying to have sex with like a 16-year-old or something, and I did not agree with that.
What state
At
were
all.
they in? Because that might have been legal.
It
Don't
was
they
in
got
a
State
Romeo.
of emergency.
They got Romeo
It
and
was
Juliet laws, right, for that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It was Michigan.
I have
So
no.
apparently they don't.
That's one
but
of the
they
one
ruined-
states I don't know about the sex laws in.
But they don't. They ruined that kid's life at 18, like over something that was just a 2-year difference. Like I guess technically it was underage, but like not worth getting this kid a registered sex offender for the rest of his life when something like that. It's like getting a sex offender on the sex offender registry for having sex with someone who gave you a fake ID or some shit, which ironically is what the predators say when they get arrested is, "Oh, they showed me a fake ID," or
Yeah,
they never
that's
told me they were
I mean,
14.
with the To Catch
It's like
a
it was a
Predator.
14-year-old.
Yeah, with the To Catch a Predator, they were always like careful about that because all the girls were like supposed to be like 12, 13, or 14. Like they weren't trying to get it close, so it was like
17 years old, 364 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes.
yeah, basically.
Yeah, and that was the thing on his newer ones was that the age difference wasn't like a 13 or a 12-year-old. Like he was 16 and he's 18. Like you could be a senior in high school and dating a sophomore at that point. Like that's the same thing. So yeah, it was bullshit. So I didn't really subscribe to it. I thought they could have just picked a better person.
Yeah. Did anyone get there and just say, actually, Chris, it's called ephebophilia. And what ephebophilia is, and they go on a rant and he's just so owned he lets them leave.
Chris Hansen is too much of a narcissist to let himself get owned.
Yeah. That's why he wouldn't even go on. He wouldn't even go on like Keemstar's show, right? Like Onision said he'd be on Chris Hansen's show with like one catch, and Chris Hansen's like, "No, I get a gun. It's pointed at you the entire time. You have nodes hooked up to your testicles. Like he's one of those people who can't do things on even ground, which is fine and all for like predators and those situations. But as far as like a YouTuber facing allegations or whatever, it's a little like, all right, man, surely you have some merits.
Yeah,
Or you can just take
especially
them on evenly.
especially if you're gonna like roll, if you're gonna be a pig and roll around in the mud, then you can't just all of a sudden be like, I'm too sanitized for this. Like he's coming in here and being like, uploading all these stupid YouTube live streams, and he even had some guy 827 in there in one of his live streams, like interacting with all these retards.
One of my best sources.
God, I love him. I wish that he would keep making that retarded content.
Chris Hansen, though, on his thing with his quote investigation he had with Onision when he had all those dumb bitches on his show to talk to them or whatever, and I just felt so insincere in the videos that I watched recapping his interviews. Just like Chris Hansen didn't give a fuck. He just wanted the views because he knew Onision was a hot topic or a hot button figure for a lot of people.
The fact that YouTubers like started going against him, it was painfully. I'm going to be charitable and say 75% of that was just jealousy that Hansen was taking up their space. I mean, there's no way. I'm not even joking or exaggerating at any point. I honestly know that is a fact.
I mean, you just look at like what's the actual outcome of people confronting him. The YouTubers, they get a bunch of views, they make some money, they sell some merch. Onision stays hated. Nothing really changes. Chris Hansen does the same thing. Same shit happens. And then they're like, no, I would have done it right. And it's like, no, you wouldn't. You were just jerking yourself off for like months on end.
YouTube, like, made sure he wasn't a partner anymore. And I don't know if that's related to Chris or not, but I could definitely say that, him gave a little bit of credence. I'm sorry, I'm eating the Chick-fil-A, the gay hating chicken. So
show him.
Yeah, fuck that. So
take that, RGR.
God.
That's what you get for yelling at me.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
So I forgot where I was going. Oh yeah, so he lost the YouTube partnership, and then he also lost this like Patreon, and I think every way he can make money except OnlyFans. I don't know if he got kicked off there.
I think he's still on OnlyFans.
Not as good as Gorgeous George, I guess. I don't know.
No, not as entertaining, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I would say
Gorgeous George is a rapist, so that one's, I guess he's a big piece of shit too. Onision is accused of that shit too, so I guess they're both equally pieces of shit. Yeah, I think Gorgeous George is funnier.
That's really spicy stuff right there. When he's, raping is a big deal. But when you think about it.
Apparently.
Yeah, allegedly. But
apparently you can't just do it now. You got everyone breathing down your fucking neck.
Well, didn't Onision date that Shiloh girl, and she was like 15 or 16 when he met her? But he was like, well, it's Washington state laws and it's okay.
Look, if you're ever justifying who you're dating with look at the state laws.
He used the MDA defense.
Yeah. Depends on the state. Depends on the state. I mean,
Skyler, do you remember MDA?
Yes, I do, unfortunately. I was sort of detached from everything by the time that whole drama with him and that Discord went down. But I hadn't followed or talked to the guy in several years at that point. Probably 3 or 4. But I remember when, he got accused of being a pedo and grooming girls on Discord. Yeah.
That's kind of a trendsetter in a way. A lot of people are doing that now, but he was the first.
Yeah.
Damn.
Man, he was such a tool.
He's so lame, though. I mean, you remember when his face leaked, and it was just no surprise.
He looked like someone that would be wearing an Affliction t-shirt. I don't know.
What he looked like is he still played with Legos at the age he was at. Sometimes he just sits down in his room and starts building some Legos.
What ended up happening to that guy? Did he just get driven off the internet and he just disappeared?
Marbles just ended him.
Yeah.
Marbles made the
ads.
video, and then nobody else did, except like maybe Ranters was like, pedophilia is not right. And
Everyone else made these shitty fucking videos where they're like, guys, if you're about to fuck a child, verify their age. It's like, no, that's not the point. The point is that what MDA did was wrong. I remember Repsion put out like the most milquetoast shitty fucking video on his Twitter where he's like, make sure that people's ages are legal. It's like, dude, not the point.
Yeah, I remember the whole Repsion not wanting to get involved because he's a fucking big ass pussy vagina. So
Pussy.
later. Yeah.
Bitch. But yeah, and then Shades made a video, and since his videos were harder to flag than mine, of which
defending
there were
pedophilia vlog style. So today,
yeah, seems a little weird to me. Don't know about that one. I'm gonna take a neutral approach. Here's a T-shirt from a band that no one cares about, but I had like 32 copies of that video on YouTube, and every day I'd lose like 4 more. And it's like, all right, dude, this shit's rough. But eventually, 1 or 2 copies stuck, and then I was like, all right, I'm good.
What did your video cover?
You just kept like re-uploading?
Yeah, I just kept re-uploading the same video over and over. So
you
my
would have
video
had to
covered
do it on another account then, right? Because like YouTube will automatically stop you if it's the same account. They like recognize
other
it.
accounts. And at the time, I still had like I was performing like a 1,200 subscriber channel, so there were probably like 8 people who were going out of their way to repost things. But to answer your question, the video, there were a couple of them. So the first one covered what actually happened. It covered the logs. It covered demanding underage girls across state lines send you like butt pictures, hitting on them. Just kind of desperate, thirsty stuff with people who are not at the right age to be even thinking about that. Then there was videos of people. I forget what it was exactly. I know Martha was denying it, and she was saying it's Photoshop, it's Photoshop. And I was showing the pictures that this girl sent me in messages saying like, yeah, he's been doing this, and like I'd like him to leave me alone. So I pretty much showed the evidence there, and then I just made fun of Martha's stupid fucking voice the whole time, saying, "It's a Photoshop, it's Photoshop." When we know it wasn't.
Isn't that Queenie? That Queenie bitch? Isn't that who
Martha?
you were?
Yeah.
She was a blight, man. I hated her.
Yeah, we're on a first name basis now, so I call her Martha.
No, is she still around?
No, well, she's still around. I don't know if she's still present. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with her. Last I saw, she married some fucking blimey, and they live in abject poverty, and she's like selling ass pics or whatever. So good for them. I'm glad they hit their peak in 2015 on fucking YouTube.
Excuse me, goddamn. Hey,
yeah, no
Skyler. Skyler, do you? I'm sorry.
I need to hold Mr. Stout to account here too, because he was one that got under my skin during this occasion, right? So what happened was, when I showed these pictures of what MDA was doing, right? One of the victims was involved in like that metal group on Facebook, right? So she decided, oh, I didn't want this to be talked about. And I said to her basically, okay, this guy's a pedophile. He's no good. I'm going to talk about this. I forget what it was, but it was something real basic about like, your name doesn't need to be mentioned or anything like that, but I need to cover this stuff or some other thing. I honestly forget at this point, but there's archives of the videos. And he was like, Stout comes in playing fucking defense for MD, being like, it was really mean what you did. You didn't do what you did in a nice way. And that's kind of messed up too, is all I'm saying. And I was like, you're literally defending like someone who's trying to get nudes and like sexualized pictures from kids because you don't like the attitude I have while I'm doing it. Like, so it was like one of those things. So he forever ended up on my shit list because that was just pathetic, especially after everyone was seeing like, oh, he actually did this. And instead of just being like, yeah, fuck you, MDA, they were like, well, Marbles is no angel himself. I mean, look at the way he treats people sometimes. I was like, all right, all you can go down.
Yeah. Speaking of shitty things to do at Stoutmeister, I know, right? Skyler, did you hear about what fetishes that Stoutmeister is into?
Who's Stoutmeister?
Official Gattaca.
Oh, I remember them barely from like when I was trailing off that YouTube drama shit. Like I don't. What was that dude all about again? You'll have to refresh my memory. It's been like 5-6 years.
So he pretty much got on camera, would pretend to have emotions. I remember one video he made. He was talking about someone who, like, literally raped a baby, and the best thing that this guy could do was say, "You sack of shit! I spit on people like you. You are awful." And I remember just making fun of him for that. Like, he's just one of those people who did like rants, but they always sucked ass, and they were always like dumb. Like talking about how Kanye West was wrong for covering a Beatles song or whatever. And he'd have these really greasy, shitty, socially anxious guests on. So
you're missing the best part, though, Marbles, when he said, "I want to make your mouth my little."
We were gonna get. I was doing chronological.
Okay, I'm
order.
sorry.
But you know what? I want you to do it. I want you to tell me.
I don't even remember the words. I just know that he says something along the lines of, "I want to make your mouth my little fuckhole while I have shit all over my cock and you."
You gobble that shit
up. Basically, he's into shit. Like,
he's into poop.
He's into poop. And we found the linked DMs. I should say we. That was Marbles and somebody else. I don't know.
He's seeking his brap queen.
Yeah, but he's no longer on the internet now. So
yeah.
What happened to him? Guys drive mob too.
He got fat and retarded.
He got too fat to be on YouTube. It's like, damn, this is embarrassing. I'm put on 60 pounds.
Well, as much as I love to reminisce about the past, I guess it would be a disservice to not ask how you've been doing, Skyler. What's been going on with you recently, man?
What's been going on with me?
Yeah, man. How you doing with the COVID crisis? Do you hate Trump? Do you hate Biden? Do you love Trump? Do you love Biden? Politically, where do you align?
Just 2, 1.
What? Did I get the 2 vaccine or just 1?
Did you get all the vaccines, or did you get 2, or did you get 1?
No, I wanted all 3 of them just to see which one was better. So I've gotten all 3 at this point.
Okay.
Just got the Moderna second shot on Monday.
Did you get sick?
I'm good. Did I get sick from it?
Yeah.
I had like fatigue the next day for maybe like half the day, where I just felt really sluggish. Like, kind of when you get sick, like the time leading up to it, you feel like kind of groggy and like gross and lethargic. But I never ended up actually getting sick. It went away after a day, so it wasn't that bad.
It fucked me up the day after.
Flex got sick.
Yeah, but thankfully my cell reception has been a lot better after that point.
Yeah, 5G, folks.
I've got that 5G running through me, baby.
I don't know. I just can't stop making posts online about how great Joe Biden is. It's really weird. It started on Monday shortly after I got the shot.
It is really cool. Yeah, I got pretty sick too for like a day. I got a fever. I was actually podcasting while it happened. So we were doing a little thing where we would take breaks and my fever would go up and then the alarm would go off and we'd do a giveaway.
The COVID's been kind of sucky. I mean, it sucks. I was supposed to go to a couple different concerts and they got canceled and multiple times at this point now. And we're supposed to take a trip over to Europe this year and that's not going to happen because of it. So, but other than that, lockdown hasn't been the worst thing in the entire world. But stuff's starting to open up around where I am. So, my work's not forcing us to wear masks come August. That'll be nice. But everyone has to get vaccinated, or else you basically can't work. So,
damn.
Yeah.
We have the option.
I was going to get mine.
We have the option that you don't have to get the vaccine, but you have to wear a mask if you're not vaxxed.
Yeah. So how's your work going to prove that? Are they going to make you show the vax card?
No, there's no way to prove it. It's like literally the honor system.
Oh, yeah.
It's like with stores, like you got your vaccination, right? And they'll just be like,
yeah, I'm 21. I went to a vacation in June during the COVID thing because I don't fucking care. I went to the beach and then I'm going again this year.
Insurrection in June.
Yeah,
second one.
Funny how that timed up, huh? Yeah. but I've gained a few pounds. I'm not gonna lie. I've gotten a
We'll have.
little bit of the beer gut on me. I don't know about you, Skyler, but
Yeah, it's been rough, man. Like you haven't been able to get out, and then being so bored that the only thing to do is go out and eat. Yeah,
that's my life. Constantly.
but I'm not wasting calories on shitty Chick-fil-A though.
Yeah, well.
Who's your chicken provider?
Do better. Do better.
Who's your chicken provider, dude?
Who's my chicken provider?
Who's your chicken provider?
Who's your dealer, dude?
Yeah, where you get your chicks.
Where you get your nugs from, man?
Yeah, where you get those nugs, bro.
Dude, I don't eat that garbage, man. Tyson though, when I have to.
You a fried turkey kind of guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fried turkey leg, man. Go to the fair.
Yeah. The COVID fair.
Okay, so Tyler, I got a question for you, man.
First off,
So-
we are not comfortable enough where you could use my first name. All right.
Okay.
Let me.
I can't remember which one of your 30 fucking
excuse
aliases
me.
I could use.
Excuse me.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You had posted some shit about this chick named Megan or Heather or
Oh,
What?
okay.
Okay, so what you were posting shit about that? Marbles didn't used to date her.
Okay, we're getting
Correct.
into that now.
Correct.
Okay, so is this like a friends thing going on here or something?
No, we don't talk
I was
about that.
curious
And the
about
fact
that.
that you brought it up is, how do I
You're
how do
getting
I
doxxed.
remove him? What do I do?
Forget
No.
about taking the gift basket on the way out.
This live stream's over.
But yeah, we both did. And yeah.
Listen, not my proudest moment, yeah, but I mean,
I don't know anything about her. I just saw that you say she's harassing you and she looks like she's kind of crazy. So that's all I was wondering because I was like, I thought I
Dude,
saw
she
Marvel
is.
sometime that like
she was,
talking to that
dude.
chick.
Because I start getting like fucking texts from my phone, and it's like from 100 different texts. And they're just random numbers. They're like 800, 900 numbers, random numbers. They're just like random shit, right? Like, hey, I'm looking to buy your dildo off of Craigslist, and stupid, retarded, like autistic things like that. And they are coming in like every 10 seconds. So I was like, what the fuck? So I just like ignore it one day when it happened. And it happened like
As
2
soon
days
as I
later.
realized I was selling no dildos, I said
I
something's
was like,
wrong.
wait a minute, that's not the right.
Wait a minute, I don't even own a dildo.
I already sold that. That's weird. But so then like 2 days later that happens, but then like I realized that she had posted something on Facebook talking shit about me. And then she sent me through the mail a this has never happened to me before, like people doing weird shit. Like I usually just break up with somebody and it's just normal, like nothing weird happens. Liz, she sends me through the mail this like those glitter bombs?
Yes.
She sends me one of those. And
Wow.
and but I knew what it was because like obviously I didn't have any packages coming, so it was like really suspicious, right? So I was just like, I'm just gonna open this outside, and it didn't even really like explode or anything. But it's pathetic. I was like, well,
Right?
I know
Yeah.
not to buy this brand. And something else happened, but she was just like fucking retarded, dude. And and then what happened? Yeah, so okay, so we're gonna talk about it. Marbles, your alter ego.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta say it then.
Right, yes.
C-Space. Do you know C-Space, Skyler?
Sea space?
Yeah, this is the conservative character that Marbles does.
No, I'm not familiar.
I just
with
put
that
on a list.
character.
Okay, well,
Okay.
do you know
And then I say all
Vosh?
my real opinions.
Bosch, like the show?
Vosh, like the YouTube politics streamer.
No, dude, I don't follow this YouTube shit.
Okay, well, he has
Yeah, I
like
don't follow
300,000.
George, bro. I'm above that shit.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
he
I
has
don't follow that.
300,000 subscribers. Like he's
Okay.
like the equivalent of Destiny, if you remember him.
No.
God, this is like
We're doing hot right now. Are you
Dude,
familiar
I
with
fucking
YouTube?
told you guys that I don't follow this shit.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just like Marvel
Well, too
said.
bad, because I trolled him.
Yeah. He did the thing where he pretends to be like a retarded conservative, and then Vosh
I'll
bought
send
it.
you a link.
Yeah, but anyway, he starts doing it to Xander Hall, so he's like a
Yeah.
knockoff of Vosh, who's a knockoff of Destiny. And Heather reaches out to Xander Hall and says like, "Hey, he's a troll character. This is like his alias is online and blah blah blah." Sends all that to him before the debate, and like somehow keeps up with all that shit. So it was like really creepy shit that she was doing, way too involved.
Yeah. So that
And she's
actually,
built like a linebacker. I just wanted to add that.
Did you ever meet her in person?
Yeah, Skyler, let's move on. So,
God damn, dude.
let's move on. I didn't bring you on the show so you could bring up the bad part of the past. We're supposed to reminisce about good stuff here, dude.
I mean, dude, that sounds like some juicy drama. You want to talk about drama? That sounds like primo drama to me, man.
I ask you if you gain a few pounds during COVID. You bring up like the most traumatic relationship experience I've had recently. Yeah, so how'd that go down with that whole harassment thing, eh? Yeah.
Hey, man, I saw you post one about that, and I was legit curious, but I never wanted to ask on Facebook, so I'll just ask in front of all your podcast
that's the
viewers.
best way to do it, I think.
That's a good call. Yeah.
Be like, you're just at a party or whatever, or Thanksgiving. It's like, you ever kick that drug habit? It's like, excuse me. But yeah,
How's heroin doing? Yeah.
yeah. I'll pull up that link. But that is a chapter of the past. Is I am now happily married.
Oh, well, congrats.
Yeah.
I see Tyler's still single.
Yeah.
Tyler, hey, look, Flex is Mandingo. Okay, he's mingling out there. I said my mingling days are behind me. I'm out of mingle.
Skyler, we all can't be like you, where we're just going around fucking bitches left and right over here.
Slay and tang, man. That's what I do.
When you tell them about Gorgeous George.
Yeah,
Is that how you get in the panties?
I tell them that I run a successful Gorgeous George trolling channel, and they instantly just are like, "Where's the nearest bed so we can fuck?" That's basically how it goes down.
Makes
Typical.
sense.
Yeah.
All right, I got a link for you here. I'm gonna put it in the thing. You don't expect you to look at it now since we're on the show.
I expect you to, actually.
Yeah, actually, watch the whole thing.
Yeah. Skyler, did you get to see my appearance on that stupid panel that I did?
I saw that you posted the link. I opened the Twitch thing and saw that it was 4.5 hours long. Went to the middle and heard you ask something to a person named Riley if they were really like that in real life or something
That's
like
the good
that.
part.
And then I turned it off.
Yeah. No, I totally don't blame you. It was a shit show, but she started like yelling random shit, and then she like quit halfway through. So that was good to harass transgender community online, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you know what? They want to get on there and fucking spurg out. Then they're going to be treated no different than anyone else.
I don't even like she was okay. So I went in there antagonistic and taking like the side that nobody wanted to take, just because that was the only way I could get on the panel. Plus, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but it was about kink at Pride, and everybody on there was like, part of the LGBTQ plus community. So like I didn't tell anybody like I was straight, supposedly, right? But nobody even questioned like, why is this white dude like straight guy on here? And I'm just totally blowing them out right now. But
you should have asked if you should have said, yeah, I'm a cis classical, comfortable in skin. Heterosexual.
Classical shish.
I'm classic.
I like things traditional.
Yeah.
But yeah, my glory days are obviously gone, Skyler, so I don't draw in the crowd that I used to.
The St. Patrick's Day Massacre. Did you see John Dance Jr.'s video about him being sorry for being an asshole?
I did, dude, and I reached out to him and I couldn't get him to respond to me, and then he deleted his channel again.
Because he's still an asshole.
He's still, yeah.
Yeah.
We got banned. We got banned from his Discord like immediately when we tried to join.
I can't imagine why.
He's such a bitch, dude. And of course, his like Discord was all about like, what's that thing people do? Anarchism and something else. What was it, Marbles?
anarchism and autism or something.
I guess anti-fascist, and like they were really, like he was really trying to adapt to that. You know, like people that wear the black bandanas and
have Chevrolet tattoos.
Yes.
But I guess Finland. I don't know if they really do that or not. So
it's fitting that he moved to the saddest place on Earth.
Don't
they have like the highest suicide rate on Earth?
Do they?
I don't know. Maybe once he moved there, it went way up.
Do you still have the video of you dancing to the Bent Dick song? Of you in the ghillie suit?
Yeah, I think I do.
I would love it if you just re-uploaded that.
I think it's still uploaded on one of my channels. I'll check.
Can't find it anywhere.
It's on unlisted if it is up somewhere.
Your stupid orbital unisuit stuff.
Yeah.
Have you been keeping up with the Atheist Gamer?
No, has he come back?
Not really, but he got kind of big actually, right? With the anti-SJW community.
Recently, or I know that was
in
his
the past
shtick for the longest time.
Well,
yeah, he got like back when I was trolling him, and shortly after that, for a little while, he got that he would get attention from those idiots. That was kind of like back when he was doing that shit. Those channels were a dime a dozen. Like he was not original at all. No. And they're still a dime a dozen, but I feel like those type of channels have evolved into more conservative platforms, veiling all of their shitty political opinions and biases as like, oh well, SJW. I don't know, they're annoying.
He really, I'm surprised they adopted him because he kind of made their points look bad, but like worse than I guess they are. But so he was with the Bearing, one of the big names in that community.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Oh, you were? Okay. Because like I didn't realize he got that big till I looked at him like a year ago, and I looked up some videos, and I didn't realize he had like videos with that dude. He was like complaining too. Did you see the video where he was complaining and whining about how like I don't get the views that other people do, and then Bearing and TLDR and all these other people comment, and they're like, hey dude, like chill the fuck out, you're acting retarded.
Oh no, never mind. I don't have the video anymore. I lost it. This isn't the video that I had. I thought I had something different.
Marbles, don't book him again, please.
Oh, sorry.
You don't have your folder of sources?
No, those are long gone, dude.
Hey, I actually
Jim Prophet Communist. That's who
true.
I miss.
He is gone. He
Vosh
never
before Vosh.
He never really interacted too much with us. Who was someone in our group was really a really big battler with him, and I can't remember who it was. Or was it the Atheist Gamer that was always going at it with Jim Prophet Communist? I can't remember.
Atheist Gamer. Well, Jim Prophet Communist has a bunch of responses to Atheist Gamer.
Yeah. I love that dude. His thing was always like moderators for some reason.
Yeah, he hates moderators.
It's just so weird.
The Jennies. But I heard an interesting thing I heard as in I read it, I saw it with my eyes. But I heard, I'm going to say, that the Troll Posse apparently was like IBS before IBS. I don't know if you guys ever saw that.
What's
where
IBS?
It was like Nick Fuentes and Coach Red Pill and like all those retards, where they would get on and like insult each other. And, like Tonka Saw, the wheelchaired Indian guy who likes to act like he's a tough guy and will beat everyone up. Those blood sports calls evidently happened after the Troll Posse calls, and someone was like, it was blood sports before blood sports. It's like, wow, I never thought of it that way. It was literally just Doodle trying to capitalize on a bunch of zoo animals who would do the funny stuff, and then he would like try to profit even though he never could.
He turned back on the channel again, the Troll Pod. He didn't upload anything new, but
released
he just, like,
the calls.
Yeah. Also, I do have the famous call where the two sides broke up, right? So YouTube, you know how that keeps getting like struck down, right? You remember that, Skyler? Because Doodle will get on and like copyright claim it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so YouTube will still, like, they made some changes within the last couple of years, I guess, and even if your video got copyright, you can still like watch it, right? So of course,
Yeah.
what I just did is I just like record my screen and the audio while the video's playing that way. So now I do have access to that video, and it's a lot of you in there, FYI. Just
Yeah, is there? Yeah, me trying to play mediator because I didn't want the group to break up
You
because it
were-
was terrible when it did.
you also are like, this is the most retarded argument too. You're all fucking retarded, and
Yeah, because you guys all were retarded. Everybody
Yeah.
that was butthurt, and I was right. I remember that shit. We were talking about if we should let MDA and Nate Talks to You into the troll posse, and I was
Yeah.
like, no, we shouldn't because they're too
but that
big.
was me and Sketch's side though.
What? That we shouldn't?
Yeah,
No, and I was with you. I
Yeah.
said we shouldn't because they're going to end up breaking up the group if it's this decisive letting them in.
Yeah.
And people let them in, and they broke up the group.
well, at least Nate Talks to You out of that group made it with his Facebook page. So everybody else, I guess, died, or I don't fucking care. But
Yeah, I was surprised that Nate Talks to You is still going, like, and is as popular as he is.
I can't wait to like comment on all of his things, just with random tidbits of knowledge that he doesn't want to talk about.
Like what?
Yeah,
Demi Lovato, you just got owned.
you just got owned. Well, you were at home. Wait, well, I was out partying all night with my friends. You were at home playing with a sock.
And his fucking blackface that he had.
Yeah. I remember that breakup call. I got off my shift at Wendy's, and like I saw that I missed like a 5-hour Skype call, and I just joined the call, and I forget who was in it, but it wasn't like the Cloud9 people, and I was like, "What happened?" They're like, "Everything's good." I'm like, "Anything? Like, is that it?" And they're like, "Yep." I was like, "All right," and I left, and I didn't even know that there was like this huge breakup because I was at work for 12 hours that day. So that was cool.
Yeah, nobody wanted to like fight with you, Marbles, because everybody was scared of you.
Because I would say the A word at them.
Oh my god, dude. What a vital. Dude, it's got such power, right? Even today, I still
know.
like it. Like, sprinkle it in a little bit.
Yeah. It's because people don't like to hear the truth.
Skyler, are these better than your stupid podcast, or what would you say?
Yeah, is this cooler than the dumb gay shit you do?
Is it? Is it? Yeah, it's fun reminiscing, but half the shit you guys talk about, I have no idea what's going on.
Well, let's talk about what you do know about then, Skyler.
I was honestly surprised that you guys air this live and don't like record it then edit it after.
It's that smooth, right?
We
Yeah,
try. We
apparently.
tried.
It's so fucking good. It just
That's what I do with mine.
Well,
yeah, just
I'm
let
sorry.
the butter hit the bucket. It's
Yeah, we
fine.
don't. We're not all like fucking autistic retards like you, where we just sit there and like have 5,000 hours to spend editing. First off, the reason why it's not edited is because I was doing the editing and I got tired of it. Okay, I did it one time and I'm done with it. Okay.
I was in jail for the last 5 days. I couldn't even log on.
But I mean, does it really need to be edited at the end of the day? I mean, I did like that edited video we did one time. What was it, episode 2, the snow one? I did like that one.
12 commercials.
Random Yeah,
Yeah, that was
I'm
fun.
sorry. I know it's retarded, but I just like it. What did you think of
Yeah.
episode 2, Skyler?
Yeah, what do you think?
No, it was really good. I thought it was your best one because you did post editing on it.
Are you just saying that, or did
What
you
did you think of
actually
the
watch it?
47-minute joke?
No, dude, I didn't watch. I didn't
okay.
watch your thing. I don't think
Good. The feeling's
I was-
mutual.
I was butthurt. I was butthurt because you guys didn't include me on your one about gaming. I was like, you guys should have saved that and talked about that when I was going to be on the show.
This is
Instead
kind of
of
like your
Fucking
your,
Ranters
intro.
and Shades. I don't know who Ranters and Shades is.
Did you really
How
want to
is
be?
ranting?
Hold on.
How is? No, you hold on. How is?
No, you hold
how,
on.
how is ranting still a thing on YouTube? Like I thought that genre
Yeah.
of video died like a decade ago. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
You can't stop a good thing, man. You can't
It
stop
sort
it.
of is,
My
sort of
God.
isn't. It's
Well,
evolved a
you
little.
gotta think about it.
It-
Like, what's the least amount of effort I could put into a video? Well, what if I just talk shit about something for a little while, unedited? All right, yeah, I'll do that. Like, of course, it's still gonna stay up on YouTube forever.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I thought that. I mean, I guess people still. It has evolved like a little bit. You're right, Marvels, but for the most part, like
Oh,
I
it's
just
terrible.
thought it's dead. Well, it's terrible now. It was never good. So was
Yeah.
always terrible.
Now
All
the-
those guys, all those ranters were insufferable.
Oh, I am not saying it was ever not terrible. It has changed. It's metamorphosized. It hasn't gotten any better though, or worse. It's always
that's
been
what
like this.
That's what I always liked about the troll posse was we kept ranters in check. That was like our job on the internet.
Yeah,
was to
the
keep
rent
ranters in
Gestapo.
check. Yeah.
Well, that
What do you say
that
we
was
start
my-
the new troll posse?
Ooh.
The troll
What?
posse 2. We're starting the new troll posse.
I thought you guys tried to start Cloud9 and look how well that worked out.
It worked
Actually,
out
it
really
did
well.
work
thank
out
you.
well.
First of all, where's
But-
MDA? Where's Nate? Yeah, he's successful on YouTube, which is the worst thing that could happen to you.
Hey, hey, he may not know this, but fucking wait, Skyler, do you remember what's that guy that y'all interviewed, Marbles, with that Noah kid?
Oh, Soul Brother number 3.
Yeah, you know Soul Brother number 3?
No,
No, I do not.
I only
no.
know Gorgeous George.
No.
I can't.
My computer has a child lock. I'm only allowed to look at Gorgeous George content.
All right. Fuck, dude. So, what about sports, eh? You like that? You like the ball games?
No.
Boxing?
No.
What did we talk about besides ranting?
What the fuck did we all talk about?
Besides, no, we did prank calls, dude. That was the best fucking part, was doing the prank calls. I still have that prank call that you made to one of my exes where you called her boyfriend at the time and accused him. You talked to her first,
Who did this?
accused her boyfriend, Marbles did it, and you accused her boyfriend of shitting in a bag and lighting it on fire on front of your porch. And then you
I remember.
and then you ended up talking to her boyfriend, and he got really pissed off at you. Yeah, I have that recorded. It's still on my computer. It's hilarious. I love it. It was so funny.
If you could post that, I would definitely like to take that.
Yeah.
I don't
It
have
might
any
be
of
on
those.
Is it on that Troll Posse channel?
Maybe, but
I think it is.
oh, okay.
It should be, but I have it too.
I remember one time, not to toot horns, I'm only gonna do one, but like when I got that guy to jerk off with Martha's voice.
Oh, what?
Yeah, there was a sex line that I was able to call, and I got the guy to jerk off. And I remember I switched to male at the very end of it, and I said I was going to join him, and I was going to finish with him. There was a lot of people in that call. I'm surprised you don't remember that.
Man, a lot of that blurs together.
I remember calling the sex lines. I also remember very vividly calling Josh's friend Kaylee Luck and talking to her about
The
taking
Asian
her to
girl.
homecoming. Yeah, taking her to homecoming with my boombox and '80s jumpsuit that I was
Oh my
wearing.
god, that was amazing.
You should have her on the podcast.
Okay, look, I should hit her up. She's of age now. That would be good. Yeah, unlike
I've
MDA.
waited all these years to propose to you.
Yes, she's
You
waiting.
know who
man.
Gorgeous George is? Put on the ring.
I love the that actually wasn't funny, never mind. I was gonna say the
What wasn't
inquisitive making fun of Inquisitive
Inquisitive Joe.
at Wendy's.
Yeah. Yes.
But
I remember that.
I remember that Josh did it and it wasn't funny, so
Wait, wasn't it? I don't remember.
I don't know. I remember when Josh did it, it kind of wasn't funny. But when anybody else did it, I thought it was funny. I don't know.
Oh,
Not that
thought
I
he
hate
was the one-
Josh or anything, but
Yeah, I thought he was the one who did the good impression.
oh, maybe he did. Maybe I'm just like
Yeah.
retarded. That might be.
Oh,
true.
okay.
Like another listing, press star.
Yeah, I'd have to watch this and see again.
I love his like Inquisitive Joe is just that was a pivotal point in ranting, wouldn't you say, Skyler?
Shit,
Brown-
it's a fucking
Brown-
joke.
Brown bag with shit on fire story prank call. Yeah, it's right here. I'll upload this to my channel.
I love how he just
Excellent.
ignores me. You know what?
This is important. To be fair, I want to hear the poop bag story again. We need to
I
destroy
see it.
Steak John action in a debate about a fair voting system for a Facebook group.
Oh, I remember this. I remember this call. Yeah. Inquisitive Joe Wendy's prank call. Yeah, I remember. Dude, these were so great. How many of these awesome prank calls we would make. But you guys I hate on Doodle, but he was part of the reason we were able to do all of that.
Because he was a recording tool, yes.
Yeah. And he
Yeah.
also paid for all the Skype credit.
No, he
That's
used the we called the number out that would redirect. You remember we had to call that same Indian dude that works at that same place, and he asked us, "Where do you want to dial?" And then we have to tell him like, "I want the Wendy's in Los Angeles."
well, 411, 411 or whatever. Yeah.
That was such a nice guy.
he
just
he
sits
knew
by
us
his phone
after a
all
while.
night.
Where to?
All right.
Good
is
luck
it
this
this
time, Troll Posse. Yes?
Which one of you are up? I love this Troll Posse video.
Make sure to upload. Yeah. That's. I
Yeah.
forgot all about that too.
Also, just so you guys know, I'm gonna have to dip soon. I got something coming on the way. I gotta pick up.
Do you do drug deals on your own time?
No,
Yeah.
but this is my own time. I podcast.
This is time for the fellas.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of fellas, I
Mm.
think it would be reminiscent for us to. I think it would be. Why do I use that word? I think it would be a disservice if we don't have a moment of silence for a fallen comrade.
Yes, I agree.
Sketch?
Sketch Rose Comedy. Yep.
You guys were the duo. You guys were the tag team partners who would yell at each other constantly.
Dude, I thought Sketch was hilarious and nobody else did. And
I thought he was funny.
I thought he was funny, so I guess that's three out of 3. Actually,
the cool people thought he was funny, and the
Yeah.
uncool people thought
I
he
just
was.
loved his constant feuding with Mitch, the bitch.
yeah.
Dude, Mitch was amazing too. Have you heard
No,
his
he was
rap
not.
album?
No,
He does
came out
music.
to rap. Oh my god.
It's actually
Is
not
it
bad.
I actually have one of his songs, so if you can't find any, I can upload it to YouTube or something.
No, it's okay. I don't want to listen to it.
I think you should hear it.
I liked Sketch's songs about him. Screwy Comeback.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
What was Mitch's rap song? Vinegar Hyman?
Something about Nazis too.
Yeah, he's got this really farty synth that plays, and he just raps about like vinegar and vaginas.
It's actually
Yeah.
it goes kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm surprised at the level. Not that I say that I would recommend it or anything, but
I would recommend it. I would say it's pretty good. Should be on iTunes.
you never know. I wish we could get him on, but of course he's left and he hasn't said a single thing except to Heather. Of course,
Mhm.
he apparently talks to Heather, the linebacker.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. And
Yeah,
he
we don't
hates
know
that
that.
we use the N word, which we do, I guess, and also we never did while around him. So
I just don't even recall that, honestly.
I used
I think
it.
it was about,
I
like,
used
a
it in
group
front of
chat
him.
saying it.
I
Oh.
used it in front of him. I remember it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess he changed his mind then. But yeah, it was apparently about like the group chat saying it or something like, so I'm just supposed to, excuse me, all 18 people in here, you need to watch your language. You know what would happen? They would call me a name, probably a homophobic one, and then say it more. So not
Skyler,
exactly how like the internet works.
Skyler, can you say the N word for us?
No.
Okay.
What if I ask you?
Are you talking about a hard R or a soft A?
We can allow the A, but I don't
can
know
do
if
both
Twitch
at
will
once.
allow us.
Are you streaming this to Twitch? No.
Oh,
No.
Are they serious about it? But like you're not white, so it's okay, right?
I'm not white?
Yeah, you're not white.
Wink, wink, right?
Yeah, I'm not white.
Can he get away with it then?
Yeah. I think so, right?
Skyler, don't be a bitch.
No, I don't want to say nigga, dude.
Please. Okay.
He
thank
said Twitch. I'm sorry, dude. Twitch. Fuck off.
you. Shut our channel down. Goal accomplished.
Well, talking
Now we
about
can complain
Franklin
about
the
being-
turtle's penis apparently didn't get us taken down, so who knows?
Now we can complain about being silenced and get on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Thank you.
I want to be on Ben Shapiro's show, man.
That'd be cool.
What do you think of him? He is a Jew, by the way.
Yeah, does that mean I should like him any less or more than I do right now because he's a Jew?
I mean, but does that affect your opinion of him?
No.
How does that make you feel? Does it make you angry?
Yeah. So, are you actually a fan
Does it
of?
remind you of what Israel has done to Palestine?
Hot take. What's your opinion on Israel?
I hate Israel. I think they're a bully.
You're slightly joking, but like, are you serious or what?
No, I do not like Israel. I think they're a fucking bully. I think they're nothing but a puppet of the United States to continue their bullshit in the Middle East and keep the other Arab countries down. That's what I think.
Are you
I
a
do not like
leftist?
Simpsons episode where they went to Israel?
What?
Did you see the Simpsons episode where they went to Israel?
No, I did not.
Well, that episode made me a fan of Israel. So why don't you
No,
watch
did
what
it?
you say?
Okay. Am I a leftist? No, I'm not really a leftist.
And then where do you align? Because I'm kind of confused here.
Against the wall with his arms crossed, sunglasses on, with a cigarette in his mouth.
So that-
A tad left of center, I would say.
That's how I feel.
okay.
But that's changed a lot in the past, say, 5-7 years or so.
Yeah,
I was a
you
lot
used to
more
be
conservative when I was younger.
yeah, you used to be a little libertarian conservative or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I used to be a pretty big libertarian. Yeah, I
Looks like
still hold on to some of the values, but
looks like I moved both of y'all over a little bit, huh? How about that? Well.
Two libertarians owned becomes slight liberal.
Yeah, well, at least I wasn't like other people, and like I tried to make y'all go into like Vosh would sit there trying to get people to act like retarded about child sex laws and
Yeah,
fucking go left of Marx and shit. I don't know.
yeah. I don't read theory, dude. I don't like
Dude,
theory.
Fuck off, man. I don't want to read all that shit and listen.
The only thing I read is menus at restaurants.
So, what do you think about The Sopranos? Do you think that's a great show, man?
I've never seen The Sopranos.
Come on.
Dude, I'm trying, dude.
All right. You ever been to Disney World?
Busch Gardens is better, man.
Oh, come on.
Bush go. All right.
Same area, aren't they? Or are you talking? Oh, Disney World is in Florida. That's
Yeah,
right.
World is the one with
Cali.
the hotels that you could stay at.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, because I've never been to California before, but I plan on changing that this year.
What are you
Okay.
afraid of California?
Am I
Yeah.
afraid of California? No,
Yeah.
I've just never been out there.
Well,
I haven't been.
I've heard there's a lot of
west
homeless
of-
people there.
The only people who are afraid of California have never been there, though. Think about that.
Okay, boys, I got this. I got this prank call video. I'll upload it for you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
okay. Let's see it.
People in the call. Mastaflex, Oblivion, Must Destroy All, Josh is Professor of Law, and then later on, Skyler, Masterflex, Marbles, Nam, and somebody else doing the prank call. So here we go.
Nice.
How's Nam doing?
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
Do you still
He's
talk to
good.
him?
Yeah, I talk to him almost every day for the most part.
Old Spam and Nam.
Good guy. Good
Yeah,
guy.
He's not bad.
He's Canadian, right?
No, he's American.
He always came off as Canadian.
Why? Because he's really passive.
Yeah, and the glasses, and I don't know.
I can kind of see that. Oh, the
I
stupid
make
TV.
snap
Okay,
judgments.
I love
The
the
Stupid
stupid
TV
TV
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really funny.
I remember you liked him too. And you used to always imitate his stupid fucking voice. What did he do?
Shameful.
Yeah, shameful. That's what he said
Yeah.
all the time.
This is very shameful. Shameful
Could've swore you were
behavior
the same guy.
from a content creator such as Undertaker Freak 1127. Yeah, he was fun.
The good people always leave. I swear. Like, why don't people like them keep making videos? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's always the retards and the, Mr. Repsions of the world that stay on the internet, keep like cranking them out,
Parasites do best. That's how it works. You gotta just always hate yourself a little. You gotta have no self-respect, and then you just gotta be like, "What's trendy? I'll talk about that," and you'll do fine.
Stepped on it
But
and tried to put
for
out the
us,
fire, there was a bag
principled
of shit.
philosophers of YouTube,
The
no, that's why we
name,
have
it
16
said,
views. Is because we're good people.
Wait, Skyler, this is me talking at the beginning.
Oh yeah, Marbles is the one that does it later on though, because
Oh,
he
okay.
wasn't in the first one.
Did you like give us a topic to like use, like, and that's why we
Yes,
both used it?
I specifically remember being somewhat coached or having like context to follow up with. I
It was
remember, I
just-
think you started it, and then like I followed through.
Yeah,
Little alley-oop,
Marbles.
if you will.
Yeah, you guys traded off. I think you talked to her initially, Flex, and then Marbles took over after. I can't remember what the segue was. I I don't know. I haven't listened to it in a while, so
That's
it's
fair.
been a bit. But I remember when you did this in the shitting in the bag and leaving it on the front porch came from something that had happened recently at that time, some drama shit. I thought, like, you didn't just make that up. Like there was someone made a video or something about something like this,
Wasn't
and that's
that
where you
Life
got
in
the
a
idea
Tent?
from. It might have.
Oh yeah.
Did you know he makes fucking Minecraft porn on YouTube now? Like he's still around.
What?
Yeah,
Wait,
dude. He-
I didn't
he's
know
still
this.
around. Like half his hair is falling out. He looks like a crackhead. And
What's
some
his
commentary.
name?
I'm gonna find it right now. I might like disappear, but I'm gonna try and get it for you real quick.
Okay. Because oh my god, I remember just
Futuristic Hub. Futuristic Hub.
Dude, that does
What
sound familiar.
Yeah.
What was he? He came in one of our calls a couple times. Brian was his name, I remember.
Yeah.
And
One of my favorite flex calls.
he was talking about how he had like $3 million wrapped up in Russian currency or some
Yep.
shit like that.
God, he was so lame, dude.
Yeah, now he literally makes like Minecraft foot porn.
Minecraft foot porn.
Yeah, I remember because the commentator channel showed it, and the guy puts the lady's foot in his mouth, and he's like, "Oh, what is that?" And she's like, "That's my foot." And he's like, "Oh, gross!" And it's like, it's just that kind of video.
How did people find out it was him?
Because he posted pictures of himself, and he has done like little Twitter videos, and you could just clearly see that's Brian. All the steroids wore off, but that's Brian.
It looks like we solved
Oh my god.
He looks like shit.
I gotta find him. Is it
What was-
Instagram or
He had
Twitter?
Twitter, I think.
what was the name of his sister? Didn't he have a sister
Hold on.
too? That was
Hold on. I'm looking at his YouTube page and it literally says, Brian would not lie, first off, okay? It says, we don't have a Twitter, so if you see us on Twitter, it is a fake. So who's the liar?
So
here?
okay, I'll say this. I want to make real clear here. I have seen images of this man. He's claimed to be Futuristic Hub, and when you see his face, it's clearly Life in a Tent. I recommend Turkey Tom's video. Has a lot of pictures of him and stuff like that. Give it a glance. You'll see after the goggles and whatnot. That's like the same dude.
Turkey Tom, okay.
Yeah, as one word.
Turkey Tom. How do these people come up with this name? Futuristic Hub. Oh, he does have a fucking video of. He has his and his brother. I forgot he had a brother too.
Oh.
Do you
Yeah.
remember Skyler when I told him I beat him up?
yeah. You said, yeah, I remember that. You said you were gonna kick his ass, and he got really pissed off about it. And he was such an autistic hothead. Like he would get really bent out of shape if you said certain things to him. I remember that.
Yeah.
He got so mad about that. I can't believe he was in our calls too. God, we literally got some big names there. Retzion, that
It was so easy.
yeah. Well, that's because they're losers. But
They were nobodies.
Did we ever get the Archfiend in one of our calls?
no,
No,
he would
we
not.
tried.
Yeah,
He knew better.
He knew better. Yeah, he'd block people. He wouldn't engage in.
He was
that
too
at all.
busy filming himself having sex, telling everyone he's not a virgin.
Is that what happened to him?
Yes.
What happened to that guy since like his channel went in decline, and then what happened after that?
He really just kind of
He just
let it
fizzled
go.
out. He kept trying to do the same thing, and he didn't metamorphosize like the others did. So now no one really cares about him.
But he's still around.
Yeah,
he
yeah, I'm
uploaded a
pretty
video
sure he
6
is.
days ago.
He does parkour, I think.
He looks like even older now, if that's even possible. I mean,
Oh,
he kind of
yeah.
still looks the
Jamie,
same.
fuck it.
Oh,
He's like 70 now.
yeah, he's ugh. He still does videos where it's just like him in front of a webcam. So
He would just get his underling John Dons Jr. to come to
They
his
had a little
do his
falling
bidding
out.
for him.
Yeah,
They did.
they don't like each
Yeah.
other.
Oh,
you
not
see the-
anymore. I thought they had a falling out, but then they got back together.
No, big politics disagreements.
you
They're
didn't see
very
the
different.
comment that UTF left on Archfiend's video?
How long ago?
It was like a couple weeks ago, and
Oh no, I
like-
did not.
right before he nuked his account, and he's basically calling Archfiend a retard. or some political take. I don't know what it was.
Dan's political. I don't believe it.
You should see him now.
It's
What does he
probably
make videos about now?
who Archfiend?
Nothing. He does like
He made a video
no,
on the word "what" and how it was a
No.
dumb word.
UTF.
Oh,
Oh,
UTF doesn't
UTF
make a
did-
video. He's
he
new
did
to his
shitty
channel.
drumming videos that no one cared about, so he deleted all of them.
Oh,
I've given a lot of
huh.
opinions.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's why he went under the name UTF Drummer.
Yeah, and all the people like you remember. Oh fuck, what was it? Danny or what?
Danny the Metalhead.
Yeah. No. Damien Skyfire. That's it. And other people that
He's
didn't
still
really.
around.
Yeah, that didn't really like UTF, right? And they're just relishing in it right now. Like they're actually like bullying him a little bit, and they're like making all these videos like John Dance Jr. He's a big pussy. Just deleted his YouTube channel and doesn't fucking come back because he's a fucking faggot. So that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
Twitch, I'm part of the LGBTQ plus community, so I can say that word. It's okay.
Yeah. I'm the S at the end.
It's Skyler's Brown also, so
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
can use the A. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good. I'm the only one who can't say those words.
Yeah, naturally.
Why? I knew that. Flex is black, so that's
Yeah.
not surprising to me.
He just has albinoism.
Yeah. He's light skinned.
I stole it. You know how Biden does that thing with black people, like he steals their blackness away?
Yeah.
Like I did that to Sketch, basically.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
What's
where
your-
we're at now.
What's your opinion on Biden?
Who? Me?
Yeah, you riding with Biden?
I'm well, see, so I was first a Bernie dude. And then when he dropped out, I was like, well, it's gonna have to be Biden. And at first I was resistant against it, but then I was like, nah, I'm gonna be riding with Biden.
We leaned so hard into that shit in election season, just pissing
we made
people off with
memes.
horrible Biden memes.
Yeah, because we hate leftists still, and so we started making fun of them with Biden memes, and just to piss them off. Yeah, just retarded stuff too. Like, hey, you know how they go on Twitter and they say retarded shit, right? Like Biden, he created the crime bill, so we just make stuff like, yeah, Jack, and so did, and Bernie
welcome,
signed off
Jack.
on it and compromised on it, like you will when you vote for me on November 4th or some dumb shit like that.
Yeah, that or Biden would just call someone white, and that'd
Yeah.
be the end of the conversation.
Yeah, we had a meme where he's just like, yeah, I said nigga, what of it? It's just Biden
Yeah.
there. It's just like, what? I don't even I still have that folder on my phone and on my computer.
Oh, good. I actually don't have them anymore, but I actually have to let you guys get going because my stuff's here.
Okay, well, we should, while Marble's leaving, I guess we should end the stream because it's going to be awkward just one-on-one. What do you think,
Thank
Skyler?
you all for coming. We appreciate it. Thank you to our guest for coming.
Thank
didn't
you,
have
Cohen.
to.
Thank you, Skyler. Very
This
much.
has been, you guys have been trying to get me on there for a long time.
No, we haven't. This was so casual.